Does it have to be a true story?
I wouldn't know. They wouldn't know.
You'll have to decide for yourselves. Long ago in the beginning of time, in the land that is now called China, there lived a huge father dragon stretched out across the land. And in the sea, his 3 baby dragons played. They kicked up waves and they made fog. But one day the 3 babies got bored. I am bored. Me too. I'm bored too. Yeah. I'm bored too. What are we gonna do? Oh, I know what to do. Let's wake up Daddy. He's always a lot of fun. They all agreed. So they all tried to wake up Daddy. Daddy! 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 He didn't wake up. Oh, I know what to do. Let's find him. So the little dragon who had that great idea went over and he took hold of Daddy's tail and he bit it. Hey, that looks like fun! So they all began to bite up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down Daddy's tail until all of a sudden Daddy woke up. And he was so angry, he took that tail and whacked those babies up in the air. And they all came down, splish, splash, splish, in the sea. But you know, his tail had been chewed so much that the end of it broke off. And it landed on one of those baby dragons. And it's there today. It looks like an island. In fact, people call it Taiwan. There's a ridge of mountains from north to south that's really the dragon's back. Now people ask me if the story is true. And then they look at the map. And along the coast of China, you can still see the tooth marks of those babies. And if you look at the island of Taiwan, you still see that bridge from north to south. Now, Daddy Dragon didn't want to look at his babies for a good long time, so he stretched himself out across Asia, and he became the Himalayan mountains. Every once in a while, the baby gets tired of being there, and he starts to move around. People call it an earthquake. But you know, it's just the baby dragon trying to get comfortable. And that's the end of that.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. 这是一个民俗性的故事。他刚刚讲的就是喜马拉雅山跟我们台湾的山脉等等，其实乍看底下看起来好像是龙的背，所以这些小龙如果有时候在不乖的时候，爸爸龙生气的时候就那你们就感受到什么？地震。Okay? So this is a fairy tale. Yeah.
Was it true?
Well, we don't know until we see the dragon.
Well, if you look at the map,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yes. And do you have one last little one that you want to do with them that you might like to,
May I?
Yes, of course.
Okay, but I need help. You guys gonna help again? Okay, it's another frog story.
We love frogs, right?
In this story, we're going to make a rainstorm, so we're going to practice a little bit. In the very beginning, there are tiny little drops of water. Can you make that sound? And then it gets faster. And faster. And faster. And it goes away. There's one crash of thunder in this story. So when I say, and the thunder crashed, we all go, whoa! Wait. Wait until I say it. Ready? I haven't said it yet. I'm not saying it yet. I haven't said it. I'm gonna say it, but I haven't. And the thunder crashed. Whoa! All right, you're ready. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a frog. He lived in a pond that got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until it was just the size of a teacup. Not big enough for the frog and his family to live. And the reason it was so small was because the rains had not fallen for days and days and weeks and weeks and months and months. It had not rained for almost a year. The frog looked up to the top of the mountains where the clouds would gather, but there was not a single cloud in sight. Frog said,
Maybe if I sing a rain song, the clouds will come.
So he began to sing a frog rain song like this.
Hooray, 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 hooray.
Nothing. But he couldn't think of anything else, so he persisted. He kept trying.
Hooray, 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 hooray.
There was a cloud. It was an itty bitty teeny tiny cloud, but there was a cloud. He was excited. He kept on singing.
Hooray, 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 hooray.
The clouds got bigger and darker and bigger and darker, but the rain didn't fall. He was just about to sing again when he heard a different kind of sound. He looked around, and up on the dead branch of a tree was a great big bug, Mrs. Locust, and she was crying.
Why are you crying?
I'm crying because without the rain, my babies will die. There's nothing to drink. There's no green leaves to eat.
Well, I'm singing a rain song. Why don't you?
So Mrs. Locust began to sing her own song like this. Hooray! 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 And Frog sang,
Hooray, 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 hooray.
and the clouds got darker and bigger, but still no rain.
I'll get my family, you get your family. If we all work together, the rains will come.
So Frog went and got the frog mamas and papas and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles and babies. Locust went and got the locust mamas and papas and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles and babies. And they all began to sing as loudly as they could.
Hooray, 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 hooray.
The clouds got bigger and darker and bigger and darker, and all of a sudden, the lightning flashed and the thunder crashed. Boom! And the first drop, and it got faster, and it got harder, and harder, and it rained, 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 and it began to go away. It came back, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained. And that pond got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until finally there was enough for all of the animals to live happily ever after. Give yourselves a hand.
Thank you, Sherry. And thank you to all the participation from everybody.